Are we on?
I think we're pretty close, yes.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hi,
Yes,
hi, hi.
We are.
All right. Is the reflections okay?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. I've got the Hedgehog Tarot in my hands. It was the cutest little happy deck. Holy smokes. So I want to give it a few shuffles. I've inked it. I got some new cards, and this was one of the decks that I got. And it's so damn cute, I can hardly stand it. But I've got to shuffle it. It's the Hedgehog Tarot. They did good. When I looked through it, just giving it a cursory look, they got a lot of the symbolism in there right. So, like, the Queen of Pentacles has the rabbits nearby, and yeah, it's good. So, anyway,
Okay.
Who's all with us right now? Good morning.
Kim's here, of course.
Good morning, Kim. Good morning.
Let's see.
Who's all here?
A bunch of people, Ange, okay? Just
Okay.
take it.
Hi, bunch 1, bunch 2, bunch 3.
Take it,
Hi, bunch 4, bunch 5, bunch 6.
take it from me, Angie. Jeez.
I don't know. Kim, Chad, maybe Alicia, Tasha. I don't know. Everybody. Brandy.
Taz is here. Said good morning.
Taz, good morning. Good morning. I don't know.
I think I saw Krista go by.
Hi, Krista. Good morning. Good morning.
And
good
there's
morning.
Chad.
Good morning, Chad. Good morning. So, yeah, we are getting going. And let me put my little commercials away. The commercials. And
Let's see.
We'll get
Chad
these
said,
commercials later.
Phil, Angie was in your garage making a mess while you were gone.
I was. But I did park the car a little bit in a crowd the garage kind of way. It's a 2-car garage, and I don't need to take up all of it on my own, but I guess need to scooch over so more than one car can get in there easily, and, you know.
Yeah, which is
the bane of his life right now. It's like, can't you park the car a little more to the side? I'll work on that. It's like, okay.
when I'm gone, take the whole garage. But when I'm due home,
It's like,
you know, do brother a favor there.
first world problems, I guess. Yeah. So, what do we got for questions?
Steph is here. It's
Hey, Steph.
Angie and Phil show. Hi, guys.
Hi. Yeah, Phil is home with me today. Hooray, hooray. So, all right. Do we have any
Tess?
questions?
Tess said, how you guys? I've been waiting
Hey,
for you
Tess.
to come on, Angie.
Oh, good. I'm here. Okay.
Okay, Ange, yes. That is what the driveway's for, Phil. Kim put. Okay.
I did go out in the garage, and the acoustics are really great because it's big empty space. So I was singing out there, just trying out some stuff. Oh my gosh, I really feel bad for the neighbors, but it was kind of fun. So,
And Marie said, hi, Angie.
good morning, Anne-Marie. Good morning. All right.
Okay, let's get started. Okay, Scarlett, will I get the job I'm interviewing for?
Scarlett, let's take a look. What is this going on here? We have the Page of Cups, the Moon, and the Two of Cups. I don't think so. I think there's some sort of hiccup or delay. The Page of Cups is an offer and a message, but the Moon is in here, and this is showing something hidden underneath the surfaces. Then the Two of Cups comes up. I don't think it's going to be right as soon as you want. I think there's a delay on that. I think you might actually interview for another job and land it. I need to snoop. I just need to snoop a minute. Because I'm getting this Page of Cups, Moon, Two of Cups, but I'm also getting the energy of the Four of Cups coming through. And I'm not sure what that's about. Some kind of refusal on that. I don't know what that's about. Nine of Cups, hold your ground, the Emperor. I could be totally wrong. I don't know what that Four of Cups refusal is. I don't know if somebody else is turning it down and then they're considering you as like the second runner-up candidate, and I don't even like saying that, but that's kind of what it feels like. Go out and dazzle them anyway. I could be way the fuck wrong. So I'm getting there's some kind of hiccup or delay. Go dazzle them and then interview somewhere else too, because why not? You're fabulous. That's what I got.
Whoa, Ange.
Yeah, but aren't these the fucking cutest cards? I mean, I used to be like, oh, so snobby about the cute cards and, oh, they need to be so serious. No. You could have them all just labeled with what they were, or just labeled with a number and the sign of the cup or the coin or the sort of whatever, the wand, and you'd still be able to read them. So it's like, yeah, but these are cute. These are stinking cute.
All right, Scarlett said, thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. You are welcome.
All right, I saw Krista.
Okay.
Are my finances going to get better in the next 3 to 6 months?
I could have pulled girl on this. The next 3 to 6 months. You know, on this one, I want to go 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to just see. We're going to see when and where the finances are going to improve, because I think they will. I just want to look where. See what's going on. 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to get a little better in the 3rd month, and particularly in the 6th. The 6th, you're in king position versus knight position, but there is something offered, something bringing forward, some money coming forward, some real tangible stuff. Then a choice will need to be made. Here's a 4 of cups here. This is one thing's going to have to be turned down. Something else is going to have to accepted more fully. And King of Cups says you're going to have to do it with a little bit of detachment going on. Not dispassionate, but a little bit of detachment, emotional reserve. Don't let the emotions carry you away. Because the king is here and the knight is here, and just due to sheer ranking, right here, because of the money, I'm saying the money is going to improve. And right here, because it's grown, it's going to improve. So month 3 and month 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? That's what I got.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. The answer is yes. Yes, they will. And you're going to be given an opportunity to turn something down, and also an opportunity of something you really like. So that's what I'm getting.
Okie doke, Ange.
Yeah.
She said, wow, thank you.
You're welcome. I like that a lot.
Brittany's here, said hi.
Good morning, Brittany. Good morning.
Okay, Luminescence Magic. Are you going to are you offering advanced tarot classes online yet?
I have my advanced tarot classes. Let me show you what I've got. This is what I've got. Here we go. Okay, here's my basic tarot classes where you bring like your Rider-Waite-Smith deck and one that you really, really like, not where they've changed all the names and made it convoluted. That's my basic class, and it's my Tarot 1, 2, 3, and then you get 2 follow-ups for $30. So that's $123. If you want to get the Tarot Plus... What?
You said 2 follow-ups for $30.
30 minutes. I'm sorry. 30 minutes. Half hour. Talking too fast. My mouth took off without my brain. What can I do? This is the Tarot Plus Spirituality classes. Honey, can you read that and show that to them? And that's what I'm doing. I am going to do my light language class coming up on the 14th for $80. So, and I don't know if I'm going to do that individually or as a group. So if you're interested, write me at Angie Does Classes. But that's why I'm going to be doing that. This is where you have Tarot plus Oracle or plus Lenormand or plus how you open your gifts with bones or whatever. And this has a bunch of videos I did, and it's like I've been thinking that I might want to break it down into segments, but I'm not exactly quite sure how. But it is online. So if you want to buy it and then do the follow-ups and have all of the Angie Fabulous catalog, good grief, you can. So that's what you got. So, and I think that I put the price of $250 on that. So if you've been a former student, then you get a discount. But whatever, that's what's going on.
You get 2 30-minute Zoom call follow-ups.
For this.
For that, yes.
And then this, you can choose whichever follow-up that you want. So you get an hour follow-up on this with whichever. If you want to go deeper into the bones or go deeper into, how you're doing light language, light singing, how you're doing oracle reading, and how you're doing some of this, or if you want to specialize in how the spreads go, or whatever you want to take it. So yeah.
Okay, why don't you do a quick commercial?
Okay, I hate commercials. All right, we're doing commercials.
And Tess is up next.
Okay, which commercial are we doing?
This for the show.
This is what we're doing today, guys. In case you didn't know, it is $20 for a blind oracle reading. I've got oracle cards here and here and here and here, and then on this card and this card. When they're in the bottom of those cards, I just don't like have an ass in the air, and you guys are like waiting for me to choose some cards. So they're up on the desk for today. So blind oracle, you get the read you need. You don't ask me a question. I just read. And what comes through, comes through. If you want the year ahead, that's $30. If you want to ask questions, like a tarot reading, and you ask the questions, a mini is 7 to 10 cards, and it's $30. And a full is 15 to 20 cards, and it's $40. Now, bear in mind, I don't count the cards, but I do get nosy. I don't sugarcoat anything. If somebody seems like an asshole in the cards, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear like, "Rrr." That's not going to be great. If you want one of my specialty reads where I throw tarot cards with the bones or do tarot with the crystal ball, those are super fun and I love them, but not as much as I love past lives. And then tarot, it's like it switches gear from like a standard driving car to automatic or whatever. It goes all oracle and it's all over the place. I love those. Those are $50. And Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, that's how you pay me. Links in the bio, blah, blah, blah. Is that a good enough commercial, honey?
Yes.
Here, show them the board and I'm getting some water and then we're good.
Okie doke, Ange.
And I think I do know where my Singer spray is.
There we go. That is it.
Okay.
Krista wanted to know real quick, do you do classes on readings that tell exactly what one's spiritual gifts are?
Do I do classes on readings that tell... I can do readings and tell you what your spiritual gifts are. We all have more than one, I can tell you that. So if that's one of the questions that you have or you want to explore, you can.
Okay.
Do I do a class on that?
Do you do a class on that?
All the spiritual gifts, you can do spiritual gifts with oracle reading. You can figure out how you want to tune into your clairs a little bit more. That's what I was showing that sign for before. So yeah, it's tarot plus spiritual gifts. How you open up and blend it. And what I've got is multi-deck reading, light language, spirit writing. That's something I didn't mention. If you want to dial in, I don't know why I say it that way. If you want to dial in your gifts a little bit more, and if you want to talk to your guides or have your guides come through, if you want to do, some people call it automatic writing, I call it just dialoguing or letters to spirit or letters to the other side, you can do this and have answers come back and just get out of your way and let things come through on the clear channel if you want to do that. So yeah, if you want to call it journaling or whatever, that's a really great one. And there's some spiritual gifts I'm sure that people have that I haven't even heard of. But yeah, if you want to get your clairs a little bit more lit up, yeah, this is a great class to do that. Because it's just exploring and learning, and you might find something that you are doing that you didn't even know you were doing all along. So that's what I've got.
She said, I didn't know how to classify my question, class or reading, didn't know which fit.
Yeah, I do readings on them and I do classes on them. So yeah, sure.
So apparently I blew that. So
that's okay.
Chad and Cameron give me shit about it.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Don't give me too much shit. Don't give me too much shit. I mean, he's drove halfway around the world and back this last week or two.
Yes.
So yeah, he's been a driving motherfucker.
Texas last week, Kansas City this week. So
just crazy.
I've been around.
He
Okay.
gets around that man.
Okay, Tess.
Okay.
Full read.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm kind of lost right now. Relationship ended suddenly yesterday because he decided to try and get back with his ex-wife.
Okay. I get that you're kind of lost. I generally like to go in with a more clear question, but I would like to see what is it that you can take as a lesson from this. What is it you can take from this experience as a lesson going forward? Maybe where you could have clued in and seen red flags this time around and didn't, you will see them next time. That's what I'm trying to get at. Let's look at that. I'm so sorry. That's a rough one. All right. And this is a full or mini?
This is a full read.
Let's look at the lesson first, okay?
Read me on deck.
What I'm getting is the rose-colored glasses is how you looked at this. The communication that was difficult recently experienced here is because of the nostalgia. It's like, it feels like you really just almost like if you were in a car wreck, you would have gotten T-boned. You just didn't see it coming. You just didn't see it coming. You were looking through the lens of rose-colored glasses of friendships. There wasn't enough honest and clear communication going forward. I don't think he spoke his mind near the amount that he should have. And I don't think this person really particularly digs confrontation. But this is what's telling me the story of the past. How you go forward from this is focus your own spiritual energy, your own sense of self, and you be in the driver's seat. But you need to balance the masculine and feminine energies in order to do that. If you're relying on the nostalgia, the rose-colored glasses of the past in the relationship, regarding the relationship, if you're relying on that or infusing a lot of rose-colored glasses type of energy into a relationship, you're projecting something there that isn't there. And that's what it feels like the lesson is to learn to see it with a more cold eye, with more clarity, to see things from a more logical point of view, see things as they are. Let the actions speak louder than words, and honor what's going on intuitively with you. The Ten of Wands. Oh, fuck. You're probably doing way more of the heavy lifting in this than the other person. When you get the Ten of Wands and the Six of Cups in this kind of a question, you're not just looking through rose-colored glasses, but the burden's all on you. Like you're doing 90% of the investing in the relationship, making everything convenient for them. You're probably better off to be out of it. It's probably going to hurt for a while. Somebody can tell you, well, you're better off, but that doesn't make it feel better. But I think you truly are. And I don't think that... I don't think the relationship was on good footing to begin with. And I don't know that's not necessarily any one particular fault. It's just where it started at. It wasn't in the most level footing to start with, is what it feels like. Okay. So if the lesson is to not wear the rose-colored glasses, if the lesson is to balance your yin and yang, what else does she need to know? I'd love to say it's not on you. The only part of it that is on you is giving this guy a little bit more credit than he was earning and not trusting yourself. That's the only way it's not on you.
But true, it doesn't make me feel better, but I get it.
Yeah. So next time around, let's see what you would be wise to do next time around, okay? I know this is kind of a convoluted question, but the feeling lost thing after this kind of a thing, totally natural. Especially if you feel sidelined, like you were doing everything, but there wasn't clear enough communication. So let's see what's going on next time around. What do you want to be aware of? This is the card of betrayal and heartache and wounds to the heart. Next time around, you want to have the lesson that you've learned from what feels like betrayal here, but not have it be baggage. So you really need to feel the feeling, mourn the loss of what you thought could have been there or what was there. Really feel the feeling, but then don't wallow in it. Allow yourself to heal. Allow this wound to teach and not keep you paralyzed forever. This is knowledge that hurts the heart, right? The moon. Now, this is when things are batshit confusing, when things are distorted if you're looking on the lake and it's not flat, it's distorted, when there's things below the surface, when your intuition needs extra activation because there might be secrecy, lies, or hidden things. So learning to trust your intuition is important. If something feels a little sketchy, it's a little sketchy. If it feels a little dodgy, if it feels like, I'm not sure, I really don't even have any reason not to trust this dude, but something about him, well, I should just give him the benefit of the doubt. No, you fucking shouldn't. No. You should give yourself the benefit of the trust. Benefit of the doubt for the rest of the world, they can suck it. Because you need to trust your gut, your higher self, not just emotional longing to be in couple, not just emotional, trying to be, like your heart is too big and you're too forgiving. And it lets you get set up for heartache. So this is going forward. Don't set yourself up. Be a little more guarded. If somebody gets one chance to fuck up and then you walk, one chance is plenty. You don't need to give him 5.
She said, true, and I own that. I took what he said at face value.
So let's see what else is going on. If there's complications, difficulties, if there's a lot coming at you, you need to figure out the energies. Now, this is usually the card of speed and haste. If somebody's trying to tell you everything you want to hear and it's just going too fast, if you're going into things too fast, if you're moving too fast, slow it down, slow it down. If there's a lot coming at you or a lot of moving parts, say that there's an ex or a kid or a couple exes and a couple kids, whatever it is, there's a lot of moving parts. If somebody's got either a lot of moving parts or things are coming at you too fast, step back. Whoa, hold the phone. All right?
I second guess myself for sure.
Yeah, you need to start first guessing yourself and the rest of them, and you just give yourself plenty of time. Like, you could go ahead, date, have a good time, but realize you're going to be probably in the rebound zone. Oh, that's my next question. I want to know about the rebound zone for you. How long are you in this rebound zone? Because sometimes I'll tell people, and I am a bossy one, so please forgive. It comes from a place of love, but I have strong leadership qualities, all right? I'm a little bit bossy. But sometimes I will tell somebody, shelf yourself for a month, or don't date for a little while, blah, blah, blah. Give yourself time to cool your heels a bit. Let's see what's going on with that. Because you might need a rebound relationship to feel like you got your mojo, or a rebound date situation, but don't go into that and then think, oh, he's Mr. Wonderful, he's Mr. Right, and set yourself up to lather, rinse, repeat the same wounding experience that you just had, right? What we got here? Okay, you are going to feel poor little match girl for a while. Until you spoil the fuck out of yourself and get your strut back, keep yourself shelved. And if this is a 5 weeks, if this is a 5 months, you're going to know what it is. It feels like it's going to be longer than 5 weeks. It doesn't feel as long as 4 months. And you need to set yourself as the one that makes the rule. The Emperor is the rule maker in the deck. He makes the rule. He's rigid. He's kind of stiff. He likes order. He likes things to have structure. You set the terms. This poor little match girl, this is going to be here from the wound for a little while until you outgrow this and until you're done with it, until you move on. You may need a rebound relationship, but it could be just like sometimes you just need to rev the engine. You need to get the car out of the garage, rev the engine, and race for a while, and then bring it back home and like, okay, yeah, no. So
Said I typically don't rebound. I stay single for years.
yeah, I think that I think you're going to need to rev the engine and be fully aware of what you're doing. I think you do what you want to do. This is like wild, wild woman talking. But if you need to get your mojo back and you need to try more than one flavor of ice cream, so to speak, then try a few flavors of ice cream so you feel like, okay, yeah, you've got a sense of how you want to play the game on your terms now. But I wouldn't stay single for years. I wouldn't shelf yourself for years. I'd give yourself whatever this 5 is, and you'll know whether you need to fill poor little match girl out in the cold in lack for 5 weeks or 5 months. I would tell you, try 5 weeks. Try spoiling yourself rotten instead of feeling like, oh no, I did something wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You misjudged and you overcredited somebody. If this was a bank account and numbers, you'd see it in the numbers and you'd be like, yeah, I did put in 90% and that fucker only put in 10. Well, actually, that fucker only put in 2. I would have walked away from those numbers in no time. So get mathematical about what you're doing in your relationships, and not just in the relationships that are romantic. In other relationships too, because they will help fine-tune your discernment. Anything else? 7 of Pentacles. The fruits of labor. You need to allow some time for what it is that you do for yourself, that's your creative and industrious work, to have some time to grow and then make some decisions. And yes, there's going to be some disappointments, but you need to give this a little bit of time. All right, I want to go into some other cards for you and just take a look. Take a snip. I'm going to look at the next 2 months period of time and just in the general, away from this question, what's going on with you is what I want to see. Let's put these to the side for a minute. If we get repeats, they'll probably be glaringly obvious, but we'll see. And I ran out of, I only have 3 of these decks, so one time I had 4, but I only have 3. Wishing to know. In general. Okay. All right. This is not so terrible, actually. Emperor is in the house, sitting here in the subconscious right now. You understanding how you want to set things up on your own terms is going to be huge. Can I see these? Do I need to push them forward?
No, you're good.
Okay. Emperor's in the house of the subconscious. And then we have this 5 of Wands here. Competition, strife, a little bit of scattered energy in the conscious thoughts. Don't compare and compete. That's the lesson you can get there going forward. Death and transformation is here, and victory comes out of this. It's like you're going into butterfly mode, and this is the big victory. But you don't even know this yet. Something has ended. Death and taxes, inevitable endings, and also rebirth. Death and rebirth. So transformation, huge time here. With the victory, this is you. This is what's crossing you. How do you get the victory out of this? By recognizing you're not going to deal with caterpillars anymore. When you're butterfly, you're butterfly. Okay, the conscious thoughts in the position of you now is the clarity that you're getting out of this, and the environment around you. Leaving the rough waters for smooth is the meaning of that card. Getting out of those rough, choppy waters is what you're doing. It's what you're about. It's what's going on. You're doing better at it. The rose-colored glasses, it might be something that you've done as kind of a self-protection mechanism, but you are learning to, well, you know, as I guess I can say, as I've aged, you know what you're going to tolerate and how many fucks you give about this, that, or the other, and how many you don't. You know what you're not putting up with anymore. Like, you'll see women after they hit their 40s or their 50s, they just don't give a damn. They're not going to be told what to do. They claim what is theirs to claim, and this is what you're coming into, where you're claiming what is yours, and in a way that is different than you've done before. Not callous, not careless, but just putting self as priority first. Knight of Swords coming in. The reckless truth and having huge integrity. This is coming forward for you. This is recent past. The integrity about how you want to go forward. Queen of Wands. She's the most sensual, the most earthy, the most approachable, the most mojo, and the most dangerous queen. Like, this is the one that you use your superpowers for good. Other people will see you come into this element of yourself in such a strong way. You will be more approachable than you have been in the past. You'll be more confident than you have been in the past. This is the one that knows she's got the cookies. She knows she's got the honey and all the sweet treats. And she really is in her element. Now, she can be high maintenance, demanding bitch, which I think for you, that would be tricky to do. err a little bit on that side for yourself. It would be good for you to be a little bit more high maintenance. Let other people have a harder time getting your time. Chariot's coming in strong here. This is hopes and fears. Are you ready to go forward? And we saw the Chariot before. Chariot is when you have your spiritual ambition ready to go and you balance out your masculine and feminine. Even though we're entering the time of the divine feminine, your masculine aspect needs to be strengthened, needs to be supported. It's why you're getting the Emperor twice also. The Emperor and Chariot have come through twice. You had it here, you have it here. Then the Seven of Pentacles, that was also there. This is something where you're learning to plant the fruits. You're planting new seeds, good seeds, but it's going to take a little bit of time and cultivation. Attend to those. There has been some disappointment, but other things that you've done right, that you've done well, that you've done really good, people that you've trusted that are trustworthy, rely on those and trust your gut. Trust your gut more. If something feels just a wee bit off, you're finely tuning. You're learning how to use your instrument. This one doesn't want to go away. All right. This came first. Knight of Wands is going to want to charge ahead. I'm getting something about 5 months here. Magician. So the 5 weeks is when the first part, the first cut is the deepest. The first 5 weeks are the deepest. By 5 months from now, you're going to be charging ahead and really, really over it. Magician's in the house. And then here we have the Two of Wands. Your world is getting bigger and more expansive. You are partnering, making choices, making decisions that aren't just from the view of what's in your hand. You're going to get down, get into it, and travel a bit, go explore, take action. Eight of Swords. These are all breaking off around you. The limiting thoughts that you've had, they're going. They're gone. It's like this is all about limiting beliefs getting in your way. These Knights are charging forward, and the High Priestess is in the house. This is you knowing your own divine wisdom and really letting your intuition, your own higher self be your guide and do it in such a way that you become very, very wise. You're getting an advanced curriculum fairly quick and in a condensed period of time. That's what it feels like. That's complete. Holy smokes.
Wow, Ange.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but holy cow. Yeah. And don't shed any more tears over this person than you feel like you absolutely have to. You got to be able to cry over it to get through and beyond it, yes. But you are worth more than what they have hurt you for. And you can go forward and do things. You are enough. You're fine. You're fine. You just need to dial in your vision a little more clearly and you're going to be just fine, baby. That's what I got.
Whoa.
So, yeah, that was a big one. When they need to be big, they need to be big. That's how it goes. So, yeah.
Is that what she said? You said?
Only a man would say that. Sorry, I'm a little bit sexist there, but what a fucking man kickstand thing to say. No, he's not auditioning for asshole of the year, but yeah.
Yeah, size matters.
I didn't ever say that it didn't, but I didn't bring it to the attention because that's not what this reading was about.
Thank you, Alta.
Alta. That's my daughter, guys. She's used to birds flying everywhere. She grew up with this.
Tess said, I won't. I appreciate this. Thank you. And then Tess put, damn, Phil is going to get hurt.
Yeah. He's going to get like a toe up the asshole. That's what he's going to
Yep.
get.
Chad,
Boot
you're
up
right.
the ass.
Size matters. See? You're damn right. There you go. You lob softballs, they go over the left field fence, man.
That's not where I intended
there they
to
go.
You're going to get me banned or
You're going to go
something.
friggin' out of the park onto the street.
I'm going to put you out onto the street.
Wow.
Yeah. But bye. Bye. Bye now. No, I'm not.
Okay. Alta put she's in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm in Hawaii, I'll explain. When my kids were driving me bonkers and they were young, like, elementary school, junior high, even a little bit into high school, I would just say, can't hear you guys. I am in Hawaii. I am in Hawaii. I am in Hawaii. Even though I'm in Utah. No, I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I'm in Hawaii. There's a luau going on. They're like, we are in Hawaii too. It's like, oh no.
Kim put it's the motion in the ocean, how the worm wiggles.
We're just going to shift. But yes, Kim. I think you're right, my friend. So, okay.
Okay, Brittany's up next for a blind.
Okay, Brittany for a blind.
Krista on deck.
I want to go into this one. And this one's from Where the Wild Things Are Oracle, and I want to go into it solely. And I want to read it sentence style. If it will allow. Let's see what's going on.
Whoops. Brittany is now. Christo's on deck.
It's saying allow anger and bloom in the mud. There is a time and a place for anger to serve you well. It does not have to block you, but allow it to serve you well. You're getting bossed around. A lot of advice, but allowing the anger, whatever it is that you need to defend, stand for, stand strongly for it. Allow the anger to serve you. Allow what should be offensive to do the work of letting you learn discernment, letting you learn what you prefer and what you don't prefer. Allow anger, then bloom in the mud. This is whatever the situation, whatever the circumstance. Take whatever soil you are in and use it for the nutrients to evolve, to grow, and to be there. The lotus blooms out of the mud and is gorgeous. Next is listen to the little creature in your belly. Yeah, this is your gut feeling. Listen to what you hunger for. Listen to what you ache for. Listen to what you want for. Listen to what makes your stomach growl. Beyond just the physical stuff. Like, okay, there's certain things that you'll walk by or notice and it's like, wow, yeah, I want one of those. I didn't know that. Listen to your appetite. Listen to this longing. It's trying to teach you. It doesn't mean you're going to have it all instantly, but listen to what's going on there. It's trying to tell you. That way you might not have the lesson that caused you anger before. You'll have a new lesson. Here's your do-over. Yeah, you'll have a new lesson. You're getting a new lesson. So listen to what your gut really wants. Listen to what this is and why is it that you're having this. Why is it you're craving cheeseburgers, Santa Fe burgers? Why is it certain scents go, oh, God damn, that's a sexy smell. Why is this? What is this association? You're going to have to do a little bit of homework, a little bit of reflection, and then get your do-over and do it differently. Understand what it is that might trigger. Understand what it is that, that enters the room like Thanksgiving feast is what I'm getting. When someone enters the room and they're like a Thanksgiving feast or buffet and they're comforting, their home smells, they're all of this good stuff, it opens things up. Yeah, pay attention to specifically your sense of smell. I'm getting it all through this reading. Your sense of smell, your sense of smell. I don't know what this is about, but it's a little bit trippy. It's not in these cards. It is in the reading. It is what's coming through. And then you get the do-over. You have to go beyond what is just the comfort food and comfort smells and really see what's essentially there. Gratitude or forgiveness. It's way easier to get ourselves in a space of abundance, ourselves in a space of forgiveness, when we can find the things that we are grateful for. When we recognize, always someone has less, always somebody has more. But if we focus always on who has more, we feel lack. If we focus too long on who has less, then what good is that? We still have what we have. There's no reason to focus on it for guilt. But be grateful for the moment that you have, the things that you have, the lessons that you have right now. Some people think that we lined all of this up before we came to the planet in the first place. So some of us would say that before we got here, we were excited to get down here and learn these things. And those people that were so excited to teach us forgiveness happen to be the ones that are the big jackasses. So we were excited to learn some of these lessons. The ones that teach us gratitude maybe had us learn, and part of our curriculum was to learn to do without or to do with excess and to share. That kind of thing. All right, what else are we getting? I'm getting mashed potatoes and gravy. Like Thanksgiving turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy. And here it is fucking May. What's that about? I have no idea. But that's what I'm getting for smell. If there's something that's in your world that is that much of a trigger, then pay attention to that signal. Restore your innocence, be yourself, and beware the shame creature. Yeah. This is don't allow the anger to be directed inward. That's how you totally miss the prince and only get the frogs. We show that. That's how you miss the joy and only get the bitterness. So yeah, don't let shame be there. When other people would try and shame you, they can really fuck right off, because that's not their job. Your job is to learn your lessons and be the version of you that you want to be. Anybody else trying to shame you, give them the double birds from New York. That's just not their job. So, and if you are the one that's doing this towards yourself, take a break. Forgive yourself for not knowing better. You're doing the best you can, the best you know how. That's all any of us can do. Restore your innocence. Let the sense of play be there and be yourself. This is bringing yourself everywhere, not being one version of yourself for the ladies who lunch or the people that, maybe from PTA or kids classes or whatever, and being a different version of yourself here at work and a different version of yourself There's aspects of ourselves, sure, but there needs to be consistency in allowing yourself to be yourself as often, as authentic, and as everywhere as you can. Restore what was innocently yours. Children don't worry about being one version of themselves or another version of themselves. Yeah, they might want to please their parents and know how to work their parents, but they're just going to be their crazy kooky selves. This is what you're trying to work on. It's what you're learning. Spots and all, fractures and all, scars and all. Show up how you are. The situation you're in is not meant for your detriment. Part of what you've created, there's a strong dislike for, like a taste it and strong dislike for. And part of what you've created is just a lesson of contrast. Now take that lesson, level up, and go into discernment. Go into what it is that you know. Trust your gut more. Listen to it. You're getting a do-over on something and you will know. That's what I've got. That's complete.
Woo.
That's gorgeous. Yeah, these read really well. And this I got, and I'm thinking, when I got it, I was at the Mystic Frog, and Brandy sold it. And my daughter found it, and she's like, Mom, this seems like a U deck. That's Alta who gave it to me. And Brandy's like, yeah, this one is a good one. It's I call them teeth kickers, but yeah. So I would recommend this one. So yeah.
All right, Ange.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah. And trust your clairalience, I think is what they call it. You know, we have the clear seeing. We have also clear smelling. That's why if something stinks or smells fishy, people use those expressions because something's setting them off in a psychic way and they don't even know it. Okay.
Okie doke.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kristen said, love your shirt.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, a day without tarot. You would think I was without tarot yesterday. Alas, no. I was inking cards yesterday. So, yeah.
Oh, and also, Chad asked, are you hungry, Angie? Based on your read.
Am I hungry? No. No. But it's the way I can convey it. And when I get Thanksgiving buffet, I get Thanksgiving buffet. Am I hungry? No. No. We actually had McDonald's for breakfast this morning. So we had like little sausage, biscuits, and eggs. And I'm good, but thanks.
Oh, Angie.
If I'm hungry, I'll tell
You're
you.
doing
I'm
a lot
hungry.
of food references.
People always relate to food. People do. I mean, food and sex are pretty good appetites, and most everybody gets the reference that fast.
So you brought it back there.
Well, it is an appetite. So yeah.
Okie doke.
Okie doke.
All right, that was Brittany's read.
Okay.
And let's see. Brittany sent some gifts. So
Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you.
And Kristen said, yes, best parts of this life.
Some of the best, yeah. And they lead us to find what we desire. So, okay, all right. So, all right.
Okie doke.
Who's next?
All right, next up is Krista.
Okay.
She is a full read,
Okay.
Spiritual Gifts. Gloria, you're next.
This is called the Spiritual Tarot, and I quite like it. And we're going to get, this is the Tarot of Tales, and this is a little bit different. This one reads kind of oracle, but we're going to go to this one first.
Yes, Krista,
Is
it
this
is
full
recording.
reading? Full reading?
Full read. Yep, recording it.
Okay, we're in the land of oracles, and I did not even know it. The tarot isn't reading tarot right now. Give me a second. This is saying something about the way you message and inspire in social networking, the way you bring people together. Just because I'm hermity doesn't mean my sister, who's a social butterfly, isn't spiritually gifted. Her gift is weaving together other people, calling people together, seeing those in need and helping those in need, seeing them and weaving together strongly. Doing it in a way that is rich, abundant, and also asserting your own independence as well. This is huge. This is where you have this inspiration, you follow the inspiration, and you bring people together in a way that harmonizes quite a bit. You be very aware of what's coming in when you are, you don't know, when you are seeing other people's colors. Like I'm wearing black, so it maybe wouldn't apply, but if I was wearing pink or wearing blue, you would recognize if that color jived with their aura for that day, and that might change. I think you do have the gift of seeing auras, and if you try and do that and you're like looking at the white wall trying to see your aura and it's not working so well for you, allow yourself and your imagination, your subconscious, a little bit of room. What if you could see it? What would it look like? Maybe it looks like a bunch of white cotton balls or marshmallows around a person. You'll be able to see. Your subconscious and your intuition will work hand in hand. It's our thinking brain that gets in the way. But when you see people and their auras seem to match and jive, you're already putting people together in such a way, networking them together, and not knowing that this is one of your gifts. And you already do see auras around people. You don't know how to dial it in. This is something that some people do very, very strongly and very easily and well. Other people have to let their mind have a little bit of a break, like the conscious mind and the subconscious. And well, what if I could see this? What would it look like? What would this energy be around it? And let the imagination and the intuition work together. There's also something about seeing the value in people, seeing deeper. You see the old men at age 6. What this is telling me is you see older people as children. You can see the twinkle in the eye, and you'll get a flash of what they were like as a child. You'll be able to see this. You'll be given a lot of not just seeing the auras. Seeing the old men at 6 means you're going to see the people, the deeper, the essence of them. You're really, really going to be able to do that quite well. Really interesting. Now, if you get in your head, that's going to be something to caution yourself about. This is the Nine of Swords, and this is where you're way overthinking. If you get in your head, you'll shut it down. You need to think about yourself like little kids when they play make-believe, when they play pretend. They are in tune with their imagination and their intuition. They already know how to do this. Let it be that simple for you. There's something about color and coloring and color and coloring outside the lines and outside the boundaries, all of this. Take it as a metaphor for how you open your gifts. You don't have to take time deciding which one you're working on. You might have 2 or 3 working in a hybrid together. I think you might have chiromancy, walk the way of the chiromancer, and have more serendipity around you than you even know.
I am constantly in my head about gifts.
Get out of your fucking head. Get out of your fucking head. Let your 5 or 6 or 7-year-old self play. Some people will take auras and try and... A good way to practice reading auras is not do it on a living thing. Actually take it on an object thing. So whether you're looking at your laptop or some kind of, I don't know, the fan in the room, or an inanimate object like a rock. You know, some people would say assert that rock has the living energy in it too. When you're doing that, what would it look like if that had an aura? Let your imagination just go. It's like, you know, when you're a kid, you're looking up at the clouds and you can see this shape in the clouds, that shape in the clouds. This is what you need to let some of the logic go. Don't do this. Don't sit there like Zen, trying to meditate, om, om, om. No, it's going to make it way more work. You need to allow a little bit of playfulness in there and a lot of color in.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting what you're saying.
Let's see what else is coming on. So, to see the spiritual essence of a person, like the older person that you can see at a younger age, this is a gift, and this is a claircognizant coming on. Let's see what's coming on here. You're definitely juggling many, many gifts. You're starting to go in the deeper waters. You're out of the kiddie pool as far as this goes. This is the Fool, but this is you juggling many of the gifts. You're out of the kiddie pool. You just need to write a journal, write things that are like evidence, and you might not get it. You might even do something that might be a reading for somebody, or you might see something and you might not say something to them that they exactly understand. But you'll get it. And if you practice, hey, you know, you see somebody and what looks like their aura is, say their aura is blue and it's reminding you of cool water, cool streams, cool things like this. There's a calmness about that person. You might just tell them, you seem like you're kind of a calm kind of person most of the time. Yeah, you're probably good in a crisis. And it might not be a stranger that you walk up into the grocery store, but it might be somebody you know. So this is something, you know peripherally. This is something that you're learning to juggle and play with. 6 of Coins. This is a huge balancing. The gifts are coming in and the universe can't give to you any more plainly. I want this for a minute. We've got this deer looking over his shoulder. He doesn't feel like he's hunted. He doesn't feel like he's the hunted at all. He's like the man and the deer, and his antlers are coming in strong, strong, strong. He's looking over his shoulder with assurance. And this is when the universe usually is handing the gifts to the beggars. You're handing out gifts all the time that you don't even recognize. Your spiritual gifts are coming in and you're sharing them without even knowing. Heart is big, the way you network is big, the way you follow inspirations, path is big. This is also, yes, walk the path that is the unexpected path is a good thing for you to do. this is coming through as a literal Larry, which means literally don't take the same route to work. Don't go on the same walking trail. Try a few new different spaces. See how the energy of the geography around you affects your ability to dial in. It's something that will be helpful to you. Yeah, and don't go to the dog park or anywhere that's noisy, yip yip, loud, loud. This one's doing a little bit of a solo walkabout just for the joy of it, and it's a 6 of coins. 5 of cups here. It's just giving me very much that you're having to leave something behind, and what it's giving me leaving behind is absolutely all of this. This overthinkingness needs to go. And that 5 of cups, usually you see the 3 cups spill, and the 2 that remain behind are the essential ones that you need. Don't grieve that they don't come in the way you expect them to. I'm getting old school rabbit ears. For you of certain ages, you don't know what old school rabbit ears are. On those big clunky TV sets that were like furniture, they put this thing on that had like antennas that went this way, to try and tune in the TV signal. They called them rabbit ears. If you didn't have rabbit ears, you might just go get a wire coat hanger out of your closet and bend and stretch and kind of wrangle it around and try and get the signal. And this is what you're going to be doing. You're wrangling your own rabbit ears, your own antenna, are being wrangled around so you can get a clear picture. Just think of your intuition like an old clunky furniture TV set. You're figuring it out. Your gifts are coming in this way, but you have to wrangle it around and dial it in. Adjust your crown a bit, right?
She said, I do, had one as a kid.
Yeah. 4 of coins. And don't hold this all back. And don't judge if you think this means this and then something doesn't happen the way. This isn't a test. You already have these gifts. We already came down with these in our kit. With our Fool's Kit, we came down with a buttload of spiritual gifts. We just got taught not to trust them. So start trusting them.
How does one wrangle?
Okay. Give yourself an evidence journal, or just a journal, like if you want a dream journal, which you could travel the astral and dream journal. But for you, you're going to be looking for the strange and unusual, weird-ass things. That's what you're going to be looking for, is the weird. You're going to see unusual colors that make more sense to you. You're going to see people. So if you see somebody at the grocery store and you happen to think about it later in the day, just, Dan at the store looked like he would have done this at 5, looked like he would have done that. Just start documenting some things, and just short little blippets. You don't need a novel here. You're not going for NaNoWriMo and try and write 1,000 words a day on this. No. You're just short documents. And then ask for a sign to be sent for you. Ask for a sign. Now, you don't necessarily have to ask for it to be a butterfly or a feather. It might be a heart-shaped rock. It could be a ball. It could be whatever. But tell your angels and guides to start sending you something a little bit strange and quirky as a sign that you wouldn't normally see. Then when you come across it, you'll be like, okay. And you'll probably be like, yeah, that's probably not it. And I've told the stories of, I don't know how many umpteen roosters there were when Phil turned on the AFB and I was wanting a sign from my mom. And my mom had roosters and chickens in her kitchen a lot. So did my grandma. So do I. My daughter will tell you, oh yeah. It took 15 of them before I was like, okay, yeah, that actually is Mom trying to give me an answer. We weren't looking for the farm animal AFV. I wasn't looking for that. But I thought, okay, show me a sign. And okay, maybe it'll be a rooster. Maybe it'll be a chicken. You don't have to dictate it, but you can. It's not unheard of to do that. But that's what it feels like is coming in for you. What else is coming in as spiritual gifts?
She said, oh, cool, okay.
We're here. There's a sense of forged in the fire coming through. Not sure what that's about. I think you're cool in a crisis is what I'm getting. Forged in the fire, like you could walk through fire or have flaming arrows sent to you and you'd be kind of bulletproof. Those metaphors may not go together. Mindful, fortune's luck, and the horned cactus. Resourcefulness. The mindful group think. I'm asking you to call in your guides and think about if you could have Guardian Angel Ted or your God Squad or your guides, who would you have on your council? And tell them you want Archangel Metatron or Michael or Gabriel or whatever. Tell them, I'm calling on you. I'm putting you in my council. I want them here. And believe it. Believe that you can have who wants to be on your council from the other side on your council. Your mind is full enough. You need the group. You need the group to help you think, and you need to be able to feel their presence closer. So tell them. If that is more clear for you to write a formal invitation, I wrote a formal invitation to Lucy to invite her in, because I wanted my spirit guide in. I wanted to reconnect. Now I connect with her very easily. But this is groupthink. You need to call in your counsel. Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. Again, chiromancy comes in here. Serendipity. You'll see something, and 2 weeks later you might have that link. That's why you want to put some things in the journal. Log it down where you're seeing synchronicity, timing, things like that come in. Just log it down here and there, and pretty soon over time you're going to be like, okay, I am tapping in. The horned cactus. This is where you're going to see more, and this is what I'm telling you throughout. You're going to see more with your heart than other people typically do. Now look at this picture. From back here it's just cactus, but when you see close up, you see the essence of there. This is, I've talked about auras, I've talked about people, I've talked about seeing the essence. It's a little bit deeper. You're going to see beyond their grumpy exterior of the people around you. You will see this. You will understand them a little bit better. Just trust your intuition, kind of bank a little information, jot it down. You're not going to ask questions of everyone. It's not your job to be the reporter, but play psychic detective games with yourself. This is what I'm noticing. This is what's interesting today. That's a little bit strange. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that. Just watch. They will drop things down, and you're going to get them more in this way than you would even think. More than you would even think possible. Okay, anything else? No, you really do need to get your group assembled at the round table, just like King Arthur assembled groups at the round table. Call in your guides, call in the angels, whoever it is that's your God squad, your spirit squad. It's time to call them in. You're having a table meeting. You're at the head of the table, and you're saying, okay, guys, gals, whoever, you're coming in now. It's time. This is who is going to be in attendance. I'm inviting you in, and anybody that wants to step forward. This is what I'm needing help with. And tell them. Or if you want a specific one, if you want Guardian Angel Ted, I really need you on helping me figure out a way to get a promotion on my job. Ted, I really need you on getting me through all this stupid traffic without going bonkers today because it's a hot mess. Call them in at the table, and then if you're out and about, it's not like you have to verbally, hey Ted, but you can mentally, hey Ted, call them on in. Why would they hold back? They're not going to hold back. That's what I've got. That's what's coming in for you. Anything else? Lucy's here now. Lucy says, don't doubt. When you learn to trust, you do much better. And yes, the invitation is a helpful thing. The invitation is your way of signaling to the other side that yes, you're willing to work with them, willing to trust enough to allow them through the cracks of what you see in the 3D reality. And Nella's here also. She's kicking and splashing. She thinks Lucy's very formal, and Lucy is kind of formal. She's saying, let them in. They're going to come play. They're going to want to play. They're going to want to help. Why are you holding them back? Send out an invite if it makes you feel better, but some of them already here, already pushing and shoving and know how to help you anyway. There's balloons, big balloons, party grass, like almost like a child's party, and it feels like there's this child's party going on. You're right in the center of it. You don't even know it. Nella's splashing around. She's laughing her socks off. Yeah, they're already at the table. All you have to do is kind of get your mind to wrap around this idea of inviting the group around for a round table meet. And there will be some that come down the pike a little later. Like Lucy was the first spirit guide that I encountered that I felt like, okay, this is something quite different than I grew up with. But there's 4 that work with me periodically here, and then sometimes ancestors will come through. So just get your group going around your round table. This is how it's going. It's a time for you to start dialing that in, and it will be dialed in. It will be let your practical self do whatever it is in ritual that invites them in and to be close. Let that be aside then, and let the subconscious, your imagination, and your intuition start playing and merging and mixing together and lead you to what it is you need to know. That's what I've got.
Woo.
Gorgeous. I need water. I think something just flew in the window. It's just a little micro dust or something.
And she said, hi, Lucy, and hi, Nell.
I think Lucy's been around a lot lately because the world has been on fire, so to speak. Not in a good way. And I think she's been around because, encouraging calmness is one of the things that she does. In encouraging calmness and perhaps formalness and graciousness and a little bit of patience is something she does too. So
And she said, wow, 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 I just have to get out of my own way.
yeah, it's not going to make logical sense. So just throw logic out the window because it's not going to make sense. It's like telling somebody, you know, if you write a letter to somebody who's passed away, it makes more sense to them than writing a letter to someone who you don't know on the other side who's already lined up to help you. But it does help, and it doesn't have to be a novel. It could be, you're invited to my table meet, blah, blah, blah. Round table at noon. How many guides are coming on? As many as you want to have there will be there. Melanie is laughing. Melanie's not always here, but sometimes she comes through. Melanie is a friend of mine who has crossed over, who we didn't meet in real life. But yeah, she was one that talked to me about this a long time ago. Yeah, she's reminding me. I told her once that we were like, it must have been that we played in the same spiritual sandbox when we were kids. We must have. And she's reaffirming, yes, that's absolutely. So yeah. Okay.
All right. She said, that's absolutely amazing. And hi, Melanie.
Yeah. Yeah. she's got a lot other serious shit to do. She's like, pretty much, you're fine, kid, you're good. But yeah. It's like if somebody were walking by and waving, yeah, you got this, you got this. Okay.
What did Melanie have in her backyard? Or?
Oh, she had a labyrinth. Yeah, she built a labyrinth in her backyard, and people came, and there was a book on it. Melanie France is her name, and she's since passed on, but she has the Fuck It deck. She has a bunch of oracle decks. I think her daughter is doing that now, and like taking that on. But yeah, and she did this labyrinth in her backyard. I wish I would have met her in real life, but we would talk on the phone for hours and just chat and blah blah. Peas in a pod, I'm quite sure. But yeah, okay, yeah.
All right, we're going to go to at least the bottom of the next hour. So our list has Gloria and Elsa.
Okay.
If you'd like to get on that list, there's still plenty of time. And when will you think your next show will be, Ange?
I don't know. I probably could do Sunday. What day are we on? Are we on Friday right now?
We're on Friday.
Probably Sunday.
Okay.
Probably Sunday at some point. I don't know if I'll go on Saturday. Monday is my usual, but this next Monday will be kind of a little bit of a shorter show. So, but yeah.
All right. And
So yeah, you'll find me. I'll be on soon.
yeah, Butterfly, here is all the decks. This is the
Here's
first
some-
time here.
Oh, hi! Welcome to the Terrotopia of Wonderland.
All around.
Right through here,
and
through
all
here.
through here.
So there is definitely 600 plus decks now, and I have 3 over here. Well, 2 over here. One of them that's new. I haven't even inked it yet. So if I like the decks, then I'll typically get like 2 of the same deck. And if I really like it, sometimes I'll get triples. But I'll ink the edges. That way, if I want clarification, sometimes identical imagery will come up. So if you get the chariot and it's the exact same picture of the chariot repeating itself, it's like, yeah, I let spirit do the work. I just have to get an extra deck and ink the edges, and comes on through.
Like me and Butterfly, she put.
I love butterflies. Love, love, love them. Yeah.
All right, so Danny pointed out that Mother's Day is Sunday.
Well, this is true. Well, I don't know what's going to be going on. I have no idea, guys. I may be on Saturday. I may not. I may be on Sunday. I may not. I will be on Monday, probably for a shorter span of time. That's what I know. So, okay.
Right on. Our Steph put, I'm manifesting Angie owning a tarot shop called Decked Out.
Are you manifesting that? My gosh. Oh my gosh. Cracking me up. Cracking me up. I will be manifesting decks that come through. Yes, in case. Yes. I do like tarot. So we'll see what we're doing. But yeah. That's a great
Okay.
name for a tarot shop.
It really is.
So yeah.
All
All
so
right.
we can get back in here. All right, there we are. Okay. Yes, welcome. Butter to Fly. She put BT2R Fly.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's a great name.
Yeah. I love it. That's
Okay,
good.
I will follow you back for Angie.
Okay, thank you.
I am her husband, Phil, by the way.
Yeah, that's Phil, my husband, and he's here sometimes about once a week. He can be here. Not always on his days off is he doing the show with me, but I'm here usually 3-4 times a week. So yeah.
Chad put, I'm manifesting Angie turning the guest room into a place for the guides who hang out between shows.
Well, the guides do hang out a little bit between shows. Like, just because I'm done with the show doesn't mean the guides are done with me. So I sometimes have to do homework or do my own other spiritual type work. So it's like, okay, yeah. So.
All right. Like a green room, LOL.
Yeah,
Guide
that,
green room.
that
Yep.
I'm working on it, Chad. Actually, yeah.
It's
like-
back there. She's going to put her singing bowls out and all kinds
Yeah,
of...
I've got to get my singing bowls out, and I think we're going to get perhaps a daybed set up in there. But since I am not made of money, donate.
Right. Don't even go there. Just fall.
No. That's just right. No, it's coming together, and it's going to be great. But that's where I would want to do like song healing work, light singing work, light language, those kinds of things, meditation, blah blah blah, that kind of thing would be.
Gogs needs a chair.
Gogs needs a chair. Okay, did you hear that?
Okay. Gloria's up next for a mini moving anytime soon.
Are you moving anytime soon? Ooh.
Elsa, you're on deck.
Okay, hang on. This is one of my favorites for the moving questions. This is Poppy Palin's Everyday Enchantment Tarot. It's great. I did trim the borders off and ink the edges, but sometimes it has a card that comes up for moving. So, moving anytime soon. Are we doing a mini or a full on this?
It's a mini read.
Moving anytime soon. I'm getting 4 cards, and they're coming in as 2 weeks apiece, so that's how we're setting it. Let's see what's going on. Hang on. First. Well, I would say fuck yeah.
Jeez, Ange.
You saw that happen. This is why I chose this deck. Yes, you are preparing right now. You are preparing. There's something where an offer is rejected. There's something where you have to sit on it for a bit. There's something where you don't want just maniac craziness going on in what you're planning and what your endeavor is. But the answer is fuck yeah, with a strong capital yeah. This is why I picked up this deck. You saw me shuffle it. You saw the deck spit that out. Okay, what do we need to know? The next little bit. This is the first 2 weeks. You know the answer is yes. In the next 2 weeks, the answer is becoming more and more clear that yes, you are moving soon. Yes, you need to move soon. What else? Holy cow. It makes me think I need a second one of this deck. Okay, you're going to need to be temperate, find your formula, figure out what works for you. There's going to be the bitter and sweet need to be mixed and understood to be complementary and good. This is like, you can have this as spinach and apple juice or whatever. It's the bitter and sweet need to be mixed. It's not just green apples, red apples. The apples are not the same. It's not an apples to apples comparison for you. The bitter and sweet need to be taken in stride and mixed together. Follow your intuition on this. Follow the gentle strength. Pay attention. Literally, I'm getting pay attention to the goddamn dogs in the neighborhood.
Jeez.
No idea why. No idea why. This dog has never come through with this, but that's what I'm getting, so that I get out of the way, you get the message. You'll probably know. If you're driving around looking for where you want to land, pay attention to the dogs in the neighborhood. I don't know what that means. Okay, Emperor's coming through. There needs to be structures and rules, and be mindful of the paperwork. Have this be on your terms. Don't let yourself be climbing the wall so much that you make poor decisions. This is coming up through here. Like, this is like when the kids are young and you haven't even had time to think or pee without somebody saying, mom, 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 mom. This is like getting stir crazy. You're going to be getting stir crazy. If this is 2 weeks, this is 4 weeks, you're getting stir crazy. Don't make shit decisions just because of your own impatience. Believe me, that comes from experience. Yes, I've made shit decisions because of impatience. This is saying you need the temperance here to balance this out. But this is 3 major arcana on this. Boom. This is going to be interesting. So these next 2 weeks, you're getting clear about what you want, clear about what you want to do, more clear. The 3rd week, 4th week coming through here, this is when the majors are coming into play. This is when you're getting absolute refined. 5 to 6 weeks coming down here. Let's see what's going on. The Wheel of Fortune, the divine timing on something. The Hermit, the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Wands. Divine timing. There's a time for the chase when the wheel falls off of something. There's a time. There's a time for the chase to be important. And again, we're getting the stupid dogs coming through. This isn't even a dog deck. The Hermit has the dog. Pay attention to the dogs. Again, the German Shepherd in there. They are known to guide and guard and be protective and be strong. This is understand where you feel safe, where you feel secure, where you feel protected, where if you were on your own, you would feel like this was a safe space to be in. Do your homework. Do your homework on different areas and neighborhoods that you're considering, but allow divine timing, because when divine timing comes in, it goes easily. Everything just click, 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 click. And the impatient, before we moved here, believe you me, I had these cards all over my psyche, like, "Argh." But when it's right, it will click, click, click. Seven of Wands. Hold your ground. I'm getting something where this is something that you want, this safety and security, and this is like if you had a K9 in the police unit and you have police here. This is a safe neighborhood. This is something that is, I don't know that it's hoity-toity, but you're not moving to the ghetto. You're moving on up. Yeah. And this needs to be something that's safe, that feels protected. Understand that this is a treasure and a choice that you want to make that's precious to you. So be aware of this. Treat it with care. Stand for what it is that you want. And then the Six of Wands comes through. There's victory in this. Run your own race. Do your own time frame. Yeah, you're going to be moving soon. This is a 6 weeks picture of what it is. This is the clear goal in mind. This is some of the chaos that will be there within a month. The 6 weeks is showing that there's victory there. And the victory doesn't mean your house is going to be sold within 6 weeks. But it doesn't mean it's not either. I would definitely figure out what it is that you want to be doing. The 6 week window feels right. There's something very, very nice of this. Anything else? What's smack in the center of this? Hierophant, you're welcome here. The bouncer at the club saying, come on in, you have new knowledge, you get a promotion, the establishment is welcoming you. There's something more that is welcoming you to advance. The establishment is already there. It's already in the works, whether you've been getting the clear signals on it just yet or not. It's already in the works is what I can tell you. Wheel of Fortune has it here. Hierophant says, come on in. Emperor says, put it on your terms. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Everyday Enchantment from Poppy Palin. Excellent deck. I might need to have a second of this. Holy smokes. This might be the first or second time I've broke this out since we've moved in. But yeah, it's great for this question. And I get this question fairly often. But yeah, it's time. It's time.
And that card does come up when you use it, but it hardly ever comes up as the first card.
It comes up when I use it, but I've never seen it pop out so clearly, like blam. And those literally fired themselves out of the deck. Boom. Okay.
That I understand what it is you're telling me. Thank you. I am excited for the future.
Yeah, be excited and know the divine is on this. They know how bad you want to move, but it needs to be right for you. And you might have a certain set of criteria. Alta, my daughter, actually found this place, and I did not plan on moving into this little city. I was looking into 2 cities close by. But she found this, and she's my Alta the realtor. Look her up if you're looking for a house anywhere. But she found it, and she was looking for things that she had heard me verbalize that I wasn't aware I was saying that I needed. She was listening to what Phil wanted. She was listening to what I wanted. She couldn't have found a better spot. Thank you, baby. So, yeah. There might be more going on than you can even imagine. So yeah, excellent. Yeah.
Okay.
I love that. That's such a cheerful thing. I love that. All right.
All right. And Jenny, I think that is butterfly.
Okay.
And she earlier, let's say, put the F word. You are my kind of spirit.
Yeah, we're a little bit rowdy. It's the only word that you can use in every part of speech. Adjective, adverb, noun, you know.
Gloria said, thank you, Angie. Hugs.
You're welcome, honey. You are welcome.
Okay, our list is open till another 20 minutes.
Okay.
But we have one to go. Elsa, if you want to get on our list, last call.
All right.
So, Elsa, let's see. I'm going to have to scroll back here.
Let me get some water.
She is a full read.
Okay.
Well, I think I got it. Future love interest. Got it. No, we haven't got the golf card yet. Steph's asking.
I haven't got the golf cart yet. Buddy. Okay, this is the glow in the dark tarot, and I don't have my lights set up for glow in the dark, but I'm breaking it out anyway because it's just very vivid, and it feels like the right deck for this question for you. What are you going to see in very vivid color? Elsa Love Read. We're getting into the sweet spot here. We're doing an X spread. Sorry, I usually tell you guys what we're doing, but We're getting into the sweet spot here. Sweet spot has the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Reflecting on the way you did love in the past will not serve. There's going to be many choices opening up. Procrastination doesn't serve. This is get out and play the field if I've ever seen it in the sweet spot. This is get out, date, explore, but don't attach quickly is what I'm getting. Explore, explore. Don't procrastinate and expect them to come knocking at your door. Explore, explore, explore. Date, go have fun with your friends. You might meet random people that are just fun, and they're just like, maybe your friends go bowling, you're invited bowling, you meet somebody that's fun. They might not be the person that's super serious, but they help you feel like they help you get your mojo back. They help you get your game on. They help you understand how you want to do things. There's choices, choices, choices. And take the labels off. You'll notice on this Seven of Cups, it doesn't even say Seven of Cups. These don't say what they are, but they are clearly, they're not labeled here, but they're glaringly obvious. Don't be quick to slap labels on anything. You need to take the labels off. Take the wrapper, like that would be on something, or you got to take the binding off, the binder. That, like if you get fresh cards and they have a little bit of a cello wrapper around them, you can't open up the deck. You have to take that off. Get that cello sleeve off the cards to open up and enjoy them. So take the labels off. So, say you go bowling with the friends, like I've just said, you go bowling with friends. This guy might be like a frog and like not your cup of tea, but you couldn't have a good time anyway. And realize, yeah, this isn't your cup of tea. There might not be any chemistry at all, but you still can enjoy the person's presence. You might be doing that, and your friends might be like, yeah, that one is the wrong one for her, but boy, tonight she said something and she was just having such a good time. Makes me think of, we should set her up with so-and-so. Don't reject if your friends want to set you up on a blind date. Don't reject it at all. At all. And it might be a kiss a lot of frogs kind of situation. It's what it feels like. Love read. The universe is trying to give you the lesson to protect your priorities, to cover your ass, to take good care, to get out of Dodge when you need to, but take what is important with you. Knight of Wands wants to move forward at breakneck speed. Slow that fucking thing down. It's like bull in the china shop. This is the wham bam thank you ma'am card of all time. In, out, done. Bam. You don't need much of that. That doesn't get you in the sweet spot. It gets you defensive. So you watch yourself on that one, all right? Watch yourself on that. You got the King of Cups coming in. This is where the energy should be for you. You should be balancing things, even though it's up, down, a little bit of turbulence. Let your emotions be in there, but don't be attached to any one emotional moment. Emotions are meant as a guidance system. They're not meant to take over. Intuition is meant to help lead us. And that combines wisdom and emotion. Not just emotion and this is what I'm going to do. You don't let your emotions drive the bus. Just because you're pissed at someone and you're waiting at the red light doesn't mean you just run right through. No. All right. The world here. There's a completion in this lesson coming through. These feel like all your lessons. These I'm not sure. We have the Moon. We have the Ten of Cups, the Strength card, the Queen of Wands. These are still your lessons. We're going to get into a second deck to find out what the person crossing your path, the significant people crossing your path, what they would be represented as. This is still your lessons. The sweet spot is what we'll go back to, and we'll do a mini X on them. So we've got the Moon, we've got the Ten of Coins. This is, you're not quite sure what's hidden from you, but you need to be aware of how you want to leave your mark, how you want to leave your legacy, what inheritance and what money is coming through to you. It feels like you're going to have a little bit more advantage financially in the literal sense coming up, and it doesn't feel like it's happening now. It feels like it's happening more towards the end of summer. I have no idea why that's coming through, but it's coming through, so there you have it. Strength card, this Leo energy. Don't go for the charismatic fuckers. You tend to go for people that are charming. The way you're labeling, the way you're defining, the way you're, maybe somebody that has a lot of security looks more appealing to you. Well, okay, there might be a new lens to look through. So don't let the old definition of the charismatic thing fool you again. Queen of Wands, know your own mojo with her. Know your own power, know your own confidence. Know your own strength and your own appeal. Show her that. This is awesome. This is what you're stepping into. You're walking away from losses, walking away from sorrow, walking away from anxiety, walking away from all of that shit. You're going to pivot to the Two of Cups situation. But you have to get over this old way of thinking. This is what's coming through with this Moon. This is the watch out, watch out, watch out cards. And then here, get out of your head about this. You can't analyze this. You need to let it flow. Okay, we're going to very vivid color X spread for them. Now, I'm going to move these to the side so we can see what's going on, except for the cards from the sweet spot. You know what I told you about you. We're going to see what's going on with the other contenders. Contenders, plural. Now, this is a glow-in-the-dark deck, and I think it's the Aliens deck or something like that. It's wild. It's crazy. That's all right. Sweet spot here. It's so interesting. We are going to the Aliens deck for this because it's like you need it in vivid color and you need it to feel very different than what you've experienced before. It will feel alien. It will feel definitely perhaps a little bit foreign, unknown, very, very different, strange. These back in. You're going for the happy ever after with the man that is definitely alien. With the person, man, other, they, them, I don't care. Look, honey. Do you see the little alien there? Yeah. You're going for the happy ever after with the alien. This isn't going to be your typical, if you go for tall, dark, and handsome, you're going to probably go for, you know, short, blonde, and squatty. I don't know. But that's what you're doing. You're doing something a little bit different.
Dating thing has been very strange to me.
Seven of Swords. Cover your ass. Know what you need to breathe and feel comfortable. This is a Seven of Swords. You get this again. Cover your ass and be very, very aware. There's going to be clarity and something karmic is coming in. This is something that justice is delivering up to you. As soon as you learn to walk like an Egyptian, as soon as you need to walk with this, breathing your own space, cover your own ass, walk your own path, with clarity going on, then that's when justice can finally come in. It's going to be fall. Until then, you should just be dating and playing the field. Don't take anything too serious. Don't get your heart too invested. Just start figuring out this new part of yourself that jives with the alien. Because this is a part of yourself that you have not treasured as much. You've pretzeled enough, all right? Treasure what it is that's your own weird, quirky self and let other people try and meet and match it. That's how you're going to draw the aliens to you. And you can take aliens for what they are, but aliens and angels and star beings, not so different from each other as you might think.
What do you mean about justice and the karma thing?
For me, when I'm doing tarot reads, particularly to love reads, when justice comes through, it means it's karmic. It means something that's probably a past life connection from a lifetime ago or a lifetime ago or a lifetime ago. You've probably known this person before, or what they bring to the table for your lesson is pre-agreed before you even get here to the planet. It's karmic. It's fated in the cards. And it's big. It's big, it's fair, it's resonant, it's right. Like when we expect justice in the legal terms, right? We go in, here's the cause and effect, and here's what's happening. Karma brings in what is due. The fairness gets sorted out. Some people would say it's written. It's already written. Written in the stars, whatever. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Wands. King of Wands is telling me you be very aware of who has a little bit of a narcissistic trait and how that has played out in the past. You need to play King of Wands, not somebody else. You need to be the one led and leading, not led. You need to be the one leading and not led. If you follow somebody else and follow what they are and pretzel yourself and pretzel yourself and pretzel yourself, you turn yourself into something you're not. You need to be the leader and let them come to you, like the Queen of Wands that we saw before. You need to be the one that it has the fire that others come to, that offer up to you. If you encounter, and you will encounter the Queen of Wands, egos in the way, they want to be the leader, they're going to be charismatic as fuck. A lot of Leos are that way. But that's not for you. In fact, if they were a Leo, I might run for the hills. I might be like, oh, you're a Leo? Nice to meet you. You are a charming motherfucker, and stay the hell away from me. And have a nice day. Because you are too easily wrapped up in somebody else's world, is what this is trying to give me. They need to bring the offering to you. You be the charming as fuck, and let them bring the presents to you, or the gifts, or the whatever. Star card. Whoa, whoa. You're finding your true north. Second chances, hope, and healing. The moon is also here. There's something a little bit hidden, and you need to trust your intuition. This is somebody that causes you to feel like celebrate, raise a glass. Everybody's gonna be excited about this. Everybody's going to be excited about this because more of your true nature will be revealed, will be coming through more vividly. You'll be more authentic than you've been before. You'll be going out hot curlers and all and sexy as hell while you're doing it. You're not going to be false or masked in any way. And this is going to be very, very healthy for you, very, very good for you. It's going to be exactly the thing that brings you the happiness, that brings you the celebration, the friendship, the let's toast a glass. Because you're an alien yourself, you don't even know it. This is like the alien word is coming through because of this deck so much, but you are your own great self, and of course you're the alien in green with the big heart. Of course you are. Of course you are. Yeah, you're the Empress. She rules supreme, and if people don't like it, that's their damn problem. She's still really, really true to herself, true to what she needs, true to what she knows she needs to accomplish the project and the mission that she is on. This is what's going on for her. That's what's going on for you. They're going to come through, and they're going to be a little different than you expect, but you yourself are going to find that you're a little bit strange in the next few months in such a good way, because it's like masks off, all the masks off. Zero fucks given about anything that's not authentic for you. You want authentic, you want the real deal, and you're not going to tolerate any nonsense. This is how it's going to go. The star is here to help you align and find your true north. And it will light you up. You will feel excited. You will feel playful. You will feel happy and very giddy doesn't quite cover it. Giddy is like a child word of that. It's going to be big excitement. It's going to light you up in a voluminous way.
So now going back, only forward. So no past love interests are going to be.
I would not go backwards if no. Do you want to walk on razors for some reason? No, I don't think you do. No, do not go back. No. The thing that's karmic from the past that's coming up is from a past life. It's not from past life on this planet this time around. This feels new. That's just the feeling I have. So if it's somebody that you knew from 3rd grade and you haven't seen them in 20 years, okay. If it's somebody that you were in a relationship with 2 years ago, fuck them, no. Get what I'm saying? If it's somebody that you've never met before, but you know this person inside out, they know you inside out, yeah. That would be more like it. So yeah, and don't go looking for what you typically look for because it's not there. It's not there. Yeah, I don't think I've ever told anyone go looking for the alien, but you be the alien, you'll draw the alien to you. That's just how it goes. It's just how it goes.
All right.
Yeah, gorgeous. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fucking happy
And he
read.
said, just keep swimming.
Yeah, just keep swimming or throw yourself out of the pond and hop for a bit. Who knows? Yeah. I wouldn't go back to anybody you've had a romantic relationship with at all, particularly not within the last 5 to 8 years. No, you've outgrown that shit. No. I don't care if they bring you roses, cakes, candies, houses. I don't care. No. So, yeah.
So Kim
Trust your higher self.
Kim, Chad, and Steph are having like a conversation. So I put, hey, you can swipe right to get rid of the chat. And Steph caught it. She's like, that's Phil telling us like, hey, you guys are chatting too much or whatever. And Chad put, Philip is creating a hostile work environment. Throw the book at him.
I think he's busting your balls a little bit. That happens sometimes. Oh, something upside down to here. There we go. Oh, 4 of
All right, and that's not the first time that's happened. Hint, hint.
Hint. Okay.
That's the only time I say swipe right is when those three are just like just back and forth.
It's a party. If they're here having a party, then they're adding to the fun. But all right, honey.
I can't put Phil.
Yeah.
All right, Firefly Danny.
Okay.
Blind read.
Oh, yay. I want these ones. These ones are new. I haven't even inked them, but I was so excited to get them. These are the Cosmic Realms. And I have the Cosmic Dancer, but these are very different. Very, very. I like these. Ooh, I like these. What else do we want with these? No, I guess we'll know when we're in there. We'll start here, and if I need another deck, I'm going to need another deck. I know I'm going to need another deck. Very weird. We're getting like the steampunk Lenormand, and I'm getting to treat it like Oracle, not like Lenormand, so that's what we're going to do. So that's what we're doing. This one is over here, and I put it with the Oracle just for the sheer size of it because it's so damn big. Okay, all right. It's about opening up the mechanism when we get to here. So, okay, bear that in mind. This is opening up the mechanism of some sort. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. Co-creation is the first one my eye is drawn to. This is open up the mechanism, and it's an ethereal message, so we'll open that in a minute. Just give me a second. These ones are gorgeous. We've got the cosmic wheel, entanglement, and fortune. Something about money and security has you tangled up and you're holding on too much. The wheel is stuck right now. There's a stuck thing. You have to be able to disengage from your sense of what means security to you in order to move forward. This is fortune is coming to you, but not in the way it is. The more you obsess, the more you worry about if you have the money, if you have the this, that, it gets in your way. Money is what I'm referring to as if this security is relationship, person, or job situation, it may be any of those, but this is what it is. What seems like the treasure chest isn't going to be necessarily opening and unburgeoning until you get beyond this. There's this entanglement, and it's right at the base of the wheel. It's like you want to ascend and go for this awakening, this ascension, this type of process, and it means letting go of the attachment to what feels safe and secure. This is the time for you to move forward in a big way. The entanglement, this feels like it definitely involves other. Now, other feels like it's as significant as a person, but it could be job. It feels other. It brings out an other part of you that keeps you kind of stuck. Co-creation is here. It's asking you to step forward, step differently. Let go of what feels like you have to go for the sense of security in order that you might fly. Okay. Open the mechanism. There's the ethereal messenger. This is a guide coming through. The choices are yours. It's like the guide with the gift bags, and the gift bags have mirrors that are reflecting mirrors, and I don't know what that's about, but that's what it's coming through as for me. This is, the choices are yours. Which reflection of you do you want to see? Which version of you are you becoming and interested in being? I'm getting to show you two choices, choice A, choice B. This is opening the mechanism, very much telling you, yes, you are co-creating what it is. This version of you, it's not like the other one's false. It's just which version or area, chapter, which focus do you want to have for yourself is what's coming up. 3 cards on each. This is are you always chasing almost, and I told you these would read, this is not the Lenormand meaning of this, so bear this in mind. This is Prince Charming bringing the message to your door, to your gates. Are you the one that's waiting for the castles in the sky dream, the one that sits and waits, this version of you, waiting for romance to enter in just like you thought it would be, just like you expected to be, but it's not going to happen that way? Are you the one that's going to wait, this version of you, waiting for some romantic notion, or putting your pie in the sky, dreams in the air, castles in the air, waiting for somebody to come barging through the gates? Are you waiting for somebody to gate crash? Or are you the one that's leading the revolt, leading the revolution, leading something that's the beautiful change, and traveling and on adventure? This is really, are you the one sitting at home? Or are you the one going out? Now, in Lenormand meaning, these are totally different, totally different. But I told you these would read Oracle, and they will unlock the mechanism, and that is precisely what they're doing. Are you going to be waiting for certain things to happen, more like the hermit, sitting at home waiting for whatever it is that you think is going to be coming through? Or are you going to be doing something that's more revolutionary, something that is a beautiful choice to do, to risk, to adventure on? These are two options. Neither one is the wrong option. You just need to be clear about what it is that you want to do. Okay, what else? Back here. Both options are fine options. Both versions of you can do. I mean, there's times to stay home. There's times to travel. This is the more, this one's going to feel like longer, and this is going to feel riskier. What else is going on? She already knows. She already knows. I think you're going to want to go to this, even though it feels like a bigger challenge and a bigger risk. It feels like this is what you want to do. It feels like you've been stuck here at this entanglement long enough. This is something that you can come back and do more of later. But right now, this is giving me, you need to act, need to co-create, need to be in butterfly mode, away from what feels secure. This would be what feels more secure. This feels riskier, but it's the bigger venture. This is where the bigger lesson would be. It's not like this lesson is a shit lesson. It's just, which door do you want to open up? I'm thinking this is the one you want to open up. It feels like it doesn't make sense. There's reason for it. There's reason for you to risk, to do something unusual, revolutionary, that's beautiful, that you travel towards. Yes, that's absolutely good. Okay. Because in that regard, you quest for the grail yourself. You go into what is the unknown. And this is something that you are exercising your choice. It gets you unstuck. Gogs is smiling his head off. You can't always stay by the hearth, and that's from Gogs. Now, if you haven't been in here before, Gogs is one of my guides, and he's like this grizzly, cranky old guy, cranky old codger, that he's typically pacing right by his hearth, smoking his pipe, but sometimes he even goes to different places. This is definitely, yeah, you got a quest for yourself. You've got the chalice, the void, or the null, and then you've got free will. Yeah, it's time for you to move forward. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I would say that I wouldn't rest on your laurels too much, and I wouldn't sit around waiting for somebody to invite you to do something. I would rather take the other path, where you're the one that actually starts creating the plan, inviting something. Don't wait for somebody to ask you on the road trip. You say, hey, yeah, sis, I haven't seen you in a while. It's time for us to go on a road trip. I think we need to go on a road trip. I think we're due. This is something that might be something that will be good for you, whatever it is. Now, it might not be your sister. It may be just you deciding, I've always wanted to go here, so I'm going to do it. So, yeah, that's what I've got. Anything else? Yeah, stretching the legs is good, yeah. Okay, what about this treasure? This is what she's going to be concerned about, risking blah, blah, blah. Do I spend my money on such a thing? Is it frivolous? Is it stupid to spend the money on such a thing? Worth it is what I'm getting. There's something, I don't know who sings that song. Worth it is what I'm getting. You guys probably know. It feels like it's a more modern song. Dun dun dun, I'm worth it.
Worth it?
Dun dun dun, I'm worth it. I don't know. Dun dun dun, I'm worth it. I don't know what that's about. Yeah. Yeah. It's worth the expense. Like, it's worth the doing to have this adventure. It might seem a little bit bucket listy to do this, but it's worth it to do. You're worth taking the time for the adventure. Yeah.
Fifth Harmony?
Maybe. I have no idea. I've only got just a fragment of it, and it's not a song I grew up with, I'll tell you that. Cosmic Dance is coming in here. This is how you learn how... you learn your rhythm again. The eclipse is here, and it's like you've been eclipsed by something else big or other players in your life. You've been in the shadow a little too long. It's time for you to do the dance and get out into the light again. That's what I've got. That's how you unlock it. That's what I got. That's complete. Yeah.
Athena put, Baby, I'm Worth It.
So...
Is that the song?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I could only get the lyric for that much of a minute.
What was the lyric?
Da da da, I'm worth it. Da da da, you're worth it. Da da da, I'm worth it. I don't know. I have no idea. My friend Sarah might know, but I have no idea.
There's Baby, I'm Worth It. I'm worth it. Gimme, gimme, I'm worth it.
The words that you need to know are you are worth it, and it's worth the time to spend the money on you traveling or going to what is drawing you to it. There is reason for it. So you could wait for it to come to you a little bit later, or you could put it off for a year or two, but I sure shit wouldn't with this reading. I wouldn't. It will be worth the adventure that you take. It'll be worth it. If you're like, well, I didn't plan on spending $1,000 to get front row seats at a stupid wrestling show and go do that and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do that. That makes no sense. And then you go and you have the time of your life and like, this is fucking fun. I'm never going to forget that. Yeah, I want to do that again.
Cool.
Something as ridiculous as that. Don't take advantage of what I just said. Yeah, he's all lighting up his eyes like, what? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Okie doke. You're amazing. Thank you. And for some reason, I was thinking of Gogs before he came in.
Yeah, and Gogs is even saying, like, you need to get out from behind the hearth. So, yeah, you could wait. It's not that your house is a bad place or your comfort zone is a bad place, but even hermits need to get out. Even Gogs needs to go out sometimes, you know. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Wow. And these are interesting Lenormand, but they are really, really big, and it's easy to get lost in all the decorative. I have Lenormands up there on the top, way over there. They say tooth kickers, but they're actually my Lenormands. My labels are wrong. But those are all Lenormands. And Lenormand reads very different than that. It's a different system than Rider-Waite. So that's why I preface it by saying these are going to read Oracle, because they had that feel. If we were doing a Lenormand read, it would have been entirely different. So I just was using this for straight imagery. So, but that's what Oracle does.
Kim put, I know who Gogs reminds me of, a thinner Hagrid.
Yeah, that would be, yeah. No offense taken on that one at all. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, he's like, no offense taken on that one at all. But he's grayer than Hagrid. And he's not as sedate as Dumbledore or any of those ones, but yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Steph put, Kim, that's kind of how I see him too.
Yeah.
All right. Chad put, thank you, Angie, Phil, Gogs, Lucy, Nell, and Mo. Thank you for sharing your wisdom.
You are welcome. It's just so much fun. It's always just so much fun, guys. Oh, it's fun.
Chad
I
put,
love
we
doing
wish
this.
you could meet with a sketch artist.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? It's kind of magical that I can't. I can describe how he is for me and how I see him. But if he comes through to you, or if any of the guides come through to you, they want to be recognizable to you. So they might come through a little bit of different. I had never thought of Hagrid, but that seems right. And no offense taken, and that's how it looks. So, yeah.
Alrighty.
All
Okay,
right.
that's it. So
That's it for
50-50 on Mother's Day. What are you claiming?
50-50 on Mother's Day. I mean, I'm going to be here. If my kids want to come through and blow through town, great. If not, I've seen them both in the last week. I got to hug on my kids. And they're not kids anymore. They're grown-ass people. But it was so much fun. So, I have no idea. But Monday at 11, I will be here for sure.
Oh, Danny said, want to do a past read for me and my daughter on Mother's Day. Hope to see you.
Okay. All right. That could be very fun. And I did do that for my sister and one of her daughters. And it was amazing. It was really fun. I don't think she believes a word I said because she's like really very conservative. But yeah, and in that one, her daughter came up as very much the adrenaline junkie, which is so different than how she is now. It was like a very wild, fun read. But it was
Chad's
great.
asking, how is Tiger?
Tiger is good and he's cute, but he's with his dad for a while. So I don't get to see him for a while, but he's cute and doing good. So that's all I could ask for is a happy grandson is a good grandson.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay, Angie, you'll probably see you Sunday. I am on the road again as of Sunday.
Uh-huh.
So I will see you guys in a week.
All right.
Take care,
Guys.
everyone. Have
Thank
a
you,
great
everyone. Thank
rest
you,
of the day.
thank you.
Thanks for stopping by. Love you guys.
Big hugs. Mwah.